Hey, what's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins, and welcome to the Black Financial Channel. This is theblackfinancialchannel.com. I thought I'd do a quick little Black Financial report for you guys that I thought was really interesting. I think you guys would get a kick out of this. Apparently, Elon Musk needs to have his Twitter taken away because basically Elon got on Twitter and called for Amazon to be broken up. And that's a big deal because he's a big player in technology and in business, and it's rare when you see two major players sort of fighting with each other and going at it in public like that. He tweeted right at Jeff Bezos, and which really kind of shocked a lot of people. But also, if you recall, Musk has had other little beefs with other tech giants like Mark Zuckerberg. I think that Musk felt that artificial intelligence was very dangerous, and Zuckerberg didn't agree, and so they kind of went back and forth on that. But basically, the reason Musk tweeted that Amazon needs to be broken up is because his friend, he has a friend. There's a New York Times reporter, Alex Berenson, who showed a screenshot that his upcoming book about COVID-19 didn't meet Amazon's guidelines for sale, which is pretty surprising. Berenson is a New York Times reporter, and I think Musk is one of those people who actually, like myself, had real issues with the way the whole COVID situation was handled. I felt like there was a whole lot more at play there than just this, oh my gosh, there's this horrible virus coming from China, is going to kill everybody. Because remember, a month ago they were telling everybody it was too dangerous to come outside, and now since the protests have began, those people have been very silent. If the virus were really that deadly, in my opinion, it seems they would have had the police out there shutting everything down, military. You cannot come outside. That's what they did in China initially when the virus first came out. So basically, I think that Amazon responded and said, "Oh, sorry, it was a mistake. We didn't mean to ban his book." Yeah, right. But apparently, Berenson did some research on COVID, and I'd be curious to know what he had to say in his book, because he's a New York Times reporter, and they're not known for doing shoddy journalism. So I'd be curious to know the inside scoop on sort of how this thing was sort of handled, because here's what's happened. Basically, the COVID scenario was, according to Jim Cramer, and I agree with him on this, one of the greatest wealth transfers in history, arguably the greatest wealth transfer in history. The gap between the rich and the poor has grown astronomically. Millions of people lost their jobs. Millions of people lost their businesses. Millions of people lost their homes. There are lots of people who are going to die because they didn't get their medication, didn't get their checkups during the whole COVID scenario because they were so scared to go to the hospital. Well, it turns out that all of that was overblown. They said 2 million people are going to die. It turned out to be 100,000. 100,000 is a lot, but that's not much more than a flu season, right? So if you're going to shut down for what just happened just now, you should shut down every year for flu season, right? But we don't do that. But anyway, I know people have different opinions on it, but I at the very least, I hope you will agree, and I think Musk would agree with this, that whatever the situation is, when it's something that serious, the truth needs to be let out. And right now, the biggest problem I have with all the chaos going on is that the American people get lied to on a regular basis. You're being filled with so much propaganda, and it makes it difficult to make decisions. So what I do is I get news from the left, I get news from the right, I get news from the middle. I go to NPR, C-SPAN, any source I can find that will give me different points of view, so I can have information I can sift through and come to my own opinion. Because at the end of the day, they will lie to you to win an election. They will lie to you to get your money. They will lie to you to get control. And I don't know exactly what's going on, but it's a big mess. So I think it's a little bit sloppy for Elon to get on Twitter and call for Amazon to be broken up as a monopoly. That's a very real threat. At some point in the near future, Jeff Bezos is going to be put in front of the country for congressional hearings. They're going to bring him out there, like they did Zuckerberg. And similar to Zuckerberg, I don't think much is going to happen, to be honest with you. You go back with Elon Musk; he could easily be put up, for hearings as well at some point, because he's been under investigation from the Securities and Exchange Commission and other regulators on several occasions. I happen to think, honestly, if you want my opinion, I don't have a big issue. I like Musk. I like what Bezos did with Amazon. I think it's brilliant. And I even like what Zuckerberg did with Facebook. It was brilliant, even though a little bit evil. I think Zuckerberg is a little bit evil, a little bit sloppy. But at the same time, you can't knock the fact that he, as a college student, started something that turned out to be great. So go find your own business. Start your own thing that's going to be great. A lot of you have the potential to do that, and your children certainly do too. So anyway, I'm going to go, guys. Do me a favor. Please hit the thumbs up button, share, and subscribe button. Also, one more point I'll make about Zuckerberg, Bezos, and Musk is the commonality that all three of these guys have is they have a background in technology and they understand business. So if you want your children to do well, you want your children to do wealthy, this is free game. This is free information. Put your kids in, get them hip to technology, and then if they know technology, get them hip to business. Like, don't just have them go to school and become an engineer. Have them become an engineer and to then get an MBA or to minor in business or to learn how to start a business. Every black child should know how to start a business, because as much as white folks love you now and they're being nice to you now because of what just happened with the George Floyd situation, they will never ever give you the opportunities that you need to lift a community. White guilt will never create black power. Just never forget that. White guilt will never create black power. All right, so anyway, I'm out of here, guys. Hit the thumbs up button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. If you want to learn to buy your first share of stock, go to firstshareofstock.com. That's firstshareofstock.com. And also just go to theblackbusinessschool.com if you'd like to learn more about what we're doing over there. We're doing some really good stuff, and I think you're going to like it. So anyway, I'm out of here. Have a good day. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.